Hey everyone, it's Jillian, and today we're going to be playing a really super awesome app game called Lifeline. It is available for super duper cheap on either an iPhone or an Android. I think that's it. I mean, you're going to have to check your personal app store, but yes, this is an app game. We just ran a wonderful a review of it on our site, and if you'd like to read it first before watching our playthrough, please check it out. It's right on the site, FemHype.com. And yeah, so we're going to get started. It's asking me if I have an Apple Watch or if I don't. I do not. Okay. So, establishing connection. We're receiving a message. Looks like someone's trying to contact us. Oh, thank God. It's so good to have human contact. It's been hours. Okay, so somebody must be stuck out in space, and we have connected with them somehow. I don't know, it's cool. What happened? Let's ask what happened. Our ship crashed on some moon. I have no idea where. I managed to get to an escape pod, but I couldn't tell if anyone else made it into one. My suit sensor tells me that the air here is breathable, at least, so that's nothing short of a miracle. Yeah, you're not kidding. But I've got no food or water rations on me. The toolkit on the pod is about as basic as they come. I managed to get the pod's mobile transmitter working, but lucky you seem to be the only one in range of the signal, whoever and wherever you might be. Let's ask if they're okay. Let's see, my ship just crashed in the middle of nowhere. No one is hailing on this frequency, and I don't see any survivors other than me, the least prepared person in existence for this sort of emergency. But I got out of the whole mess with nothing more than a stubbed toe, so things are looking just peachy. Thanks for asking. I don't want to, well, maybe least prepared? Because I'm a student, okay? Ooh, not an astronaut. My number came up in a lottery of science students and I got to join this mission. I was on board the Varia running zero-G experiments on rats and... What? Okay, experiments. I was never ever meant to be without a trained supervisor. Oh. So it's safe to say that this crash landing wasn't covered anywhere in my student handbook. I mean, this definitely wasn't on the exam in science class, and I was in advanced placement. Alright, so let's refocus them. Where are you now? The only way I can answer that with any confidence is to say stranded. If you know where nowhere is, just look right in the middle of it and you'll spot me. My name's Taylor, by the way. Probably should have started with that. The Varia was on the... I don't know whether we went off course. I was nowhere near the bridge when it all went down. Somebody named Colby shoved me into an escape pod and then went to see how she could help the others. That's just who she was. I guess I blacked out in the pod from shock or fear or something. I don't know how long. And when I came to, I was here. Yeah, I think we should ask about Colby. By the way, this was mentioned in the review on the site. This protagonist doesn't have any gender assignment, which I think is totally awesome. So we're going to go with they, them pronouns, for this playthrough. And I think that it's cool to stick with that. But, when you play it, obviously, however you feel. Let's ask, you want to talk about Colby? Oh, yeah, maybe that helped. Colby she was like the mom around here. The nicest, but also I think the smartest. Not in the showy way, but in the way, if something broke, she'd know how to fix it. And yes, even on the multi-billion-dollar starship, half the time the answer is duct tape. Colby was sweet enough that her smarts never made anyone else feel stupid. I really appreciated that. I know I'm hoping against hope, but I really hope Colby made it through this nightmare alive. I mean, I hope everyone did, obviously, but maybe I hope a little extra for her. Yeah, let's thank them for sharing that. Hey, no, thanks for listening to me blather. That actually felt normal, like I was telling my new friend about my old friend. Hey, if this all turns out for the best, maybe we can all get coffee sometime. I'm buying. Or hell, if I make it out of here alive, I'll have earned something a lot stronger than coffee. Oh, it's cool that you can still say describe where you are now. I'm gonna say sounds good. Yeah, anything sounds good after the various rations. Speaking of which, I'm gonna want to find something to eat and drink before long. I have this theory that if I just built an intersection here, competing Starbucks would marginally appear on at least 2 of the corners, or magically appear. It's true. But I hate to do all that work just to be proven wrong. I'm gonna say save your energy. Sure, but I'm gonna have to start heading in some direction sooner or later. Can't just stay here by the pod forever. Look, let me tell you what I can see from here. Okay, so now they're directing us into that one dialogue option. The ground is all cracked white rock. There's a huge white peak a few miles away, or kilometers, I guess. They tried to get me to think metric for the trip, but some things are hardwired. Yeah, I agree. It's weirdly symmetrical, like it might not be a natural formation. The suit's compass places the peak northeast and then in the opposite direction, south and southwest to be precise. 2 funnels of black smoke. Best case scenario, it's only in 2 pieces. The crash sites look closer than the peak. What do you think I should do? I would check the crash. Yeah, cool, that makes sense. There might be other survivors. Fingers crossed. It's not actually possible to cross your fingers in the suit, but just take my word for it. Or at least there should be some supplies I can use. Okay, I'm headed south now. Looks like the smoke is at least an hour away, or whatever the metric equivalent of an hour is. I'll let you know once I'm there. Ooh, Taylor is busy. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, so let's chat about this. You can review the decisions that you made, the dialogue options that you had, which is, I think, really helpful because a lot of the time when you're playing a game, it's sort of difficult to keep track of like what you've said, what the other person said. You know, it's nice to have this transcript here, which is really cool. Also, you can turn on push notifications for your phone, which means that, let's say you're at work and you're just hanging around, or I guess anywhere, it doesn't really matter, you're sleeping. Right up on your screen, little notifications will come up to, like, from Taylor interacting with you, and, you know, Taylor's doing whatever they're doing. And you don't have to respond right away. You can sort of leave Taylor to do what they're going to do, which I think is really cool. You can turn the sound on and off. You can change the language. That's really cool. In the middle of it, too. Yeah, so I guess we have to leave this now and wait for Taylor to get back to us. But this is a really cute little game. I really like it. And I think that, you know, it'd be cool if we all tried it. So, yeah. So for now, let's leave it and then see when Taylor gets back to us, huh? Alright, so we are back. Now, a little backstory, because I wasn't sure how exactly they were going to do this. So I received a notification after it said Taylor is busy. I turned off, or I put my phone on sleep mode, and then I received these 3 messages before getting another Taylor is busy. So as Taylor was presumably walking in the direction that I told them to go, they were updating me with, holy crap, it's a lot further than it looked. My legs feel like Jell-O, and I'm about halfway there. Great, and now all I can think about is how much I want Jell-O. Which I think is really cute. So then about, I would say, so it was like 30 minutes after we had left off, then we received these updates. But then it went right back to Taylor is busy, so we couldn't interact with the app game. Now, I would say about 40 minutes after that, we got some more updates. So let's see what's happening with Taylor now. Okay, at long last, I'm in sight of the Veraria, or what's left of it at any rate. It seems to have cracked hard once it hit atmosphere. Like I figured, it came down in 2 major chunks with a ton of scattered debris thrown around just to make the whole scene look terrifying and post-apocalyptic. In case anyone asks, it's working. I'm appropriately terrified. Looks like the flight deck came down pretty far from the crew quarters. Where do you figure I should go first? Okay, look for the crew. Alright, I'm headed that way. If there are any rations to be found, that's where they'll be. Things look kind of messy, though. Give me a minute to scout around. Okay, so Taylor is, busy again. But the really cool thing about this game is that you're not pressured to, you know, thrust yourself right back into it. You can, like, I could have left this portion of the next, this portion of the mission. I could have left it probably for the rest of the day. Like, it doesn't pressure me to go back in and start playing again within a specific time frame, which I think is really, really rare for app games. And Paige, you can correct me on this because you play app games way more than I do, but I feel a lot of the time like a pressure to finish a game or to like go right back into playing a game more times during the day than I'd like. And so Lifeline sort of destroys that that mentality a little bit, which I really like. And for a game that's barely $1 in the App Store, I would definitely recommend that you play this. So, since Taylor is busy looking for the crew right now, I'm going to take another break, and then we'll be back to see what happens with the rest of the story. Yeah? Okay, so that was not what I should have chosen for this game. So we said, look for the crew, right? And then a few things happened. Taylor said, okay, I'm headed that way. If there are any rations to be found, that's where they'll be. Things look kind of messy, though. Give me a minute to scout around. So then Taylor was busy, as you can see. And then I started to get these messages. Okay, well, this wasn't unexpected, but still. I found some of the crew. Oh man, hang on. And then Taylor was busy again, and I swear I was so nervous at this point because I realized that this is the type of game that you can't just make, like up here, you can't just make, any old decision and then it'll be fine no matter what. If we had said check the flight deck, maybe it wouldn't be as obviously traumatic for Taylor. So Taylor was busy for a significant amount of time after that, and then I got, sorry about that, I had to go be sick behind some moon rocks. So there were a few crew members who were apparently pretty near where the Varia's hull split. I can't tell who they were or how many. They're all sort of fused, oh my god, to the metal or to each other. This is like a horror film. This is horrible. And we might have lost some crew and we lost pressure. Behind the sealed door to the rear quarters, though, I found the rest of the crew. And then he starts naming everyone. They're all dead. Or they start naming everyone. Again, Taylor has no gender. We're going with non-binary because our wonderful writer, Teddy, had that headcanon. And I totally support that. So we're going to go with that. Not he. Not she. They. Anyway. I don't see Captain I anywhere. I don't know. I don't think I can do this, knowing that all of them, every one of them, Okay, this is really hard, actually. This is probably one of the most difficult app games I've ever had to play. I don't know. But if Taylor doesn't process their deaths, I don't think they're going to be okay later on, So I'm going to go with honor the dead. Yeah, you're right. I should bury them or something, huh? There's got to be, like, a spade or some kind of something to dig with. Man, this is going to take some work. Maybe I should keep exploring the rest of the ship. See if I can find some rations first. I'm pretty much running on fumes here. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Keep exploring. Okay, so past the bunks, there's a corridor that branches. The way to the galley looks pretty scorched. The other option is the lab. I'm afraid of what I'll find if I check on my rats. If the humans didn't make it, what chance do those little guys stand? Try the lab. Well, it's time to play Good News, Bad News. Good news. All my handwritten notes on the maze running and food-seeking habits of the, oh my god, rats in various gravities, they're totally intact. I feel so bad for Taylor right now. So you can stop worrying that this whole trip was for nothing. We got the goods. Bad news. Their cage looks like it's been through a cage match. Half crushed, warped from the heat. And the rats are nowhere to be found. I bet they're somewhere! I bet the rats are around! Oh my god, could you imagine Taylor still has friends? Oh, still has friends! I'm like the worst. Okay, never mind. I'd love to believe that they escaped into the ducks and that they're going to start repopulating this barren moon. I'm going to leave my notes here. Who knows? In a million generations, these could be the planet's sacred historical texts. Goodish news? I won't starve to death. I have rat food, pellets, and a half-full ball spout water bottle. Alright. Look at that. I called it half full. Feeling more optimistic already. So, I guess I can count my blessing and snack on rat food for a while. Or that can be a distant plan B, and I can go hunting for people food. Yeah. Yeah, people food. The door is super stuck. Fortunately, I'm not above bashing it with scrap metal. Because confidently, I don't think we're getting our deposit back on this ship! Who wrote this? Who's responsible for this? It's really great. Who did it? What's your name? Drop it in the comments. Somebody find them. Anyway, I'm gonna keep at this for a bit because this is my best bet at finding rations. If I could just get through this damn door... Oh no, Taylor's busy. Okay, so I think this is where we're gonna end it for the story anyway, but I think it's important to keep the discussion going because this, I'm not very, I haven't played a lot of app games, so I'm not sure exactly how this compares to other, narrative-driven app games. So if you have played an app game with a story like this and you want to recommend it and you want to see us play it, definitely drop it in the comments because I know that Paige and I have been increasingly playing more app games than we ever have before, or at least I have. So it'd be really cool to sort of dive into this other area of games that I don't necessarily see a lot of people talking about. And I think it's, really cool that we get to, play these games because this in particular, I don't know if you have an iPhone or an Android or what you're using right now, but it's extremely cheap. It's very affordable. And I would definitely recommend that you, give it a try. If you have $1, in your account and you're not thinking of buying anything else, I would definitely, throw money this way because if this, development team can come out with more totally awesome games like this, I am 100% down. I really want to, play as many of these as possible, and I'm excited to see where things go with Taylor. I'm a little worried because I don't know if I'm gonna... I don't know if my decisions are gonna, hurt Taylor, because I have heard that you can, in fact, kill them. You can be the reason why they don't survive this trip. So we don't want that to happen, but if you follow FemHype on Twitter and on any of our other social media platforms, I will keep everyone updated on whether or not Taylor is, first of all, alive, and second of all, relatively happy. I guess you can't be happy in a situation like this, but, I'm hoping that they sound optimistic. They sound like they could probably weather the, emotional and mental scars that would obviously affect someone in this kind of situation. But, yeah, so definitely drop your recommendations in the comments, and especially if you're playing this game, I'd be interested to hear your interpretation of what's happening. And are you crafting a character yourself? Do you feel like you're also playing a character who's interacting with Taylor? Because you can, there's an argument to be made that you're playing like a specific person or a specific character, and that's like informing your decisions. So I'd be interested to hear that. I've sort of been just willy-nilly clicking things. It makes me want to go back and replay it, and I don't know if you can go back, actually. I don't think you can. Thank you so much for joining FemHype Crew, and we will bring you more updates about Taylor as I play this game. So yeah, thanks so much for stopping by. I'll see you later. Bye.